Hello everybody and welcome back to this special review. I've proudly teamed up with the folks over at Character to bring you a first in-hand look at their all-new Character Online exclusive for 2021, that being none other than the Doctor Who, the Second Doctor and electronic Tardis based on its appearance from the Abominable Snowman. I know this will be a set that pleases many die-hard Doctor Who action figure fans, myself included, as at long last we are finally getting the Second Doctor in his long-awaited attire, that being the fur coat. Now for those of you looking to add this here to your collection, it is currently available to pre-order right now over at Character's online store, which of course I shall include links down in the description box below. Starting off firstly by taking a look here at the packaging, you can see we've got an amazing window view display of both the Second Doctor and the Tardis. This is in fact one of the first electronic classic series Tardises that we've gotten since 2010. I believe the last one we got was the first Doctor and Tardis, so it's awesome to finally see electronics back with a classic box. You can see Character Online exclusive. As we spin around here to the back of the box, we've got a really nice product shot of both the Tardis and the Doctor, as well as a really nice bio of the Abominable Snowman, which of course you can pause and read if you so desire. So without further ado, let's crack these open and see what awaits us inside. Before we actually take a look at the Doctor and the Tardis itself, this here is the included cardboard insert, and it's a really nice screen cap from the actual story itself. You can see one of the Yetis there in the background, a character which I'm still really holding out hope for that we do eventually get released in the 5-inch line at some point, but definitely really awesome to display alongside your Tardis and Doctor figure. But the main event of this of course is the Second Doctor and the Tardis itself, and oh boy did Character deliver with this set. I'm so impressed, especially with the Second Doctor. Both of these releases are unique and awesome in their own right, so let's get straight here into the review. We'll start off by taking a look here at Patrick Troughton's Second Doctor. Finally, Doctor number 2 here in his fur coat, looking really awesome. The head sculpt looks absolutely fantastic. This is of course what we've all come to know and love with these Patrick Troughton head sculpts, so there's not much new going on here as far as sculpt is concerned, but it looks so awesome. Some amazing looking paint application. You can see the hair texture and detail looks fantastic with some subtle highlighting of grey just to give you that aged impression. Taking a look here at the all new fur coat, I think the detail and the paintwork on this looks awesome. This is such a fantastic piece, and honestly is a figure that I've wanted to have in the collection for so many years. Even taking a look here at the back, you can see the subtle details of this almost string rope section, which of course he would use in order to actually tie the coat up. You can see some fantastic detail as well as paint all the way here to the back, and as we spin around to the front, you can see the knot, which looks fantastic. I'm actually hoping that we can see this figure re-released later down the line in maybe a 5 Doctors box set, as I do know he does also sport the fur coat in that story. But so awesome. The hands are the same as what we've seen from previous Second Doctors, so could hold the likes of the Recorder. And as we spin around here down to the lower section, you can see that really nice checkered detailing here for the trousers, as well as a mix of brown and almost cream beige here for the base of the foot. Articulation is as follows, so we do get a swivel joint here at the head, which can look left to right. Full rotation here at the arms. They can rotate at the bicep, although the coat does slightly restrict that depending on where you have them angled. We get a 90-degree bend here at the elbow, a rotation at the wrist, but this too is slightly limited due to the nature of the design. We do get a full rotation at the waist, but this too is also slightly restricted, and so will be the leg movement kicking forwards and backwards. We also do get a rotation here at the thigh, 90-degree bend here at the knee, and nothing for the lower section of the foot. But as far as the detail is concerned, this guy here looks awesome, and he's probably my favourite Second Doctor action figure that I actually own in the collection. Bringing out here for a comparison, this is the Second Doctor that I believe we got released in the most recent B&M Tardis set, so you can definitely see the differences as far as the paint applications are concerned. Here with the new Character Online release, there's so much more crisp and precise when in comparison to the rather thick paint apps that we got here for the eyes. I just think this version looks a lot more realistic. You can see the definition there to the eyes as well as the cheekbones. I think the sculpt is so impressive, and of course we've got that brand new fur coat, which really helps to set him apart from some of the previous Second Doctor repaints that we've gotten in the past. Setting the Second Doctor here off to the side and taking a look here at the TARDIS itself. Honestly, there's so much more than meets the eye here with this box. This is probably also one of my favourite classic TARDIS exteriors, as we now have the reverse signage here with the pull to open sign, so you can see here that the detail on that looks fantastic. I do believe this is a sticker, but the doors are in fact brand new retooled components which really help to capture its appearance from the story. We are also using the flatter, more refined base, much like we've seen on the most recent Second Doctor B&M exclusive set, but this time we now have the electronics packed in, so even this too has gone through some workings in order to actually accommodate this. And we also do have the battery compartment here at the back, which once again takes 3 AA batteries, much like all of these electronic TARDIS toys. And we also do have the on and off switch as well as the activation button, which will demonstrate its features later on in the video. But as far as the detail and the sculpt is concerned, you can see the entire box has been sculpted so nicely. I love all of the individual grains here of the wood. You can see here it looks super cool. I think the shade of blue they've used as well looks fantastic. And we also have got this whitewash applied over the top in order to give you that weathered impression. We've got the keyhole here, which looks fantastic. Really nice looking paint and sculpt work on that. And once again, you can see some awesome detailing here for this section. Taking a look at the actual police box signage, this too is also the result of stickers, but I think it's turned out really nicely. You can see these have been applied super well, so no overlapping or peeling. And you can see even here at the back, we've got that really nice fade effect, which I just don't think they could have replicated utilizing printed on decals like they have done in the past. And we now have the much thicker square lantern here at the top, once again, like we've seen from that B&M Second Doctor TARDIS. The doors can open and close, much like pretty much all of these classic boxes, so you can just push them open and it does reveal just a hollow exterior. This one here you have to pull in order to lock, and then this one here can be locked via a spring-loaded mechanism at the base of the box. In order to turn it on, you just want to flick this section here, and as mentioned, this is one of the first electronic classic boxes that we've gotten in many years, and honestly I thought that we would never see the day where we would get a classic TARDIS with electronic lights and sounds. And this one here is actually a little different when in comparison to the 7th, 4th and 1st Doctor's electronic TARDIS, in the sense that this one here actually comes with 4 different sound effects for both the takeoff and the landing. So just to demonstrate that, you just place it on a flat surface, and you can see that you'll get the much shorter, almost emergency landing sound effect. The lantern at the top will also light up an orange, which too is also a first for a classic TARDIS. I'll show this in some darker lighting conditions just so that you can see the full potential of that later on in the review. And in order to demonstrate the actual takeoff sound, you just lift it up. And you get the much longer takeoff sound, which is more akin to what we have come to expect from the new series, but it's really nice to see it implemented here and for this TARDIS. And then if you place it back down, we will then also get the longer landing effect. And then if you wish to take it off once more, you will then also get a more compressed takeoff sound effect, which I believe is referred to as the emergency takeoff, but it's the same sound effect that we got with some of those previous electronic classic TARDISes. So really nice variation there as far as the sound effects are concerned. As mentioned, this here comes with more sound effects than the previous 3 electronic classic boxes that we got, which is really nice. And we also now get the orange lantern here at the top, which looks awesome. I'll be sure to post some images and videos throughout this review showing it in darker lighting conditions, but that really is cool and just adds some originality to this box when in comparison to some of its predecessors. But definitely a really nice sculpt. I'm so glad to see them actually retooling some of the elements of the TARDIS just to make it a little more accurate to how it appeared in the series, and I'm really hoping that they do this for future releases, as don't get me wrong, I think those exclusive B&M TARDIS boxes are fantastic, but they are slightly limited to budgetary constraints. But here with these online exclusives, they can do a little more in order to make them slightly more interesting. And just for a very quick comparison between the TARDIS and the Second Doctor here in the fur coat, I think these two look fantastic with one another, and super glad to have this pairing upon the shelf just to actually show you how the Second Doc looks inside the box. You can see such an awesome display option. And here for a very quick electronic classic TARDIS size comparison, we've got the all-new Second Doctor Abominable Snowman compared next to the First Doctor's TARDIS, the Fourth Doctor's TARDIS, as well as the Seventh Doctor's TARDIS. And who would have thought that here in 2021 we would be getting yet again another electronic classic TARDIS? I'm really looking forward to seeing as to what character's next online exclusive could be, as honestly, this took me by surprise. The Jungle of Mechanus movie Dalek set that we got last year was fantastic, and this set here is also really awesome, and will no no doubt fill the void in many Doctor Who fans' collections, which has been a void that many of us never thought we would actually ever fill. And so, that was my review for the all-new Character Online exclusive Doctor Who The Second Doctor and Electronic TARDIS based on the Abominable Snowman. I'm pretty certain that many of you, like myself, are so happy to finally get the Second Doctor in his fur coat, and the brand new Second Doctor's TARDIS certainly is a fantastic piece and will no doubt be a great addition to your TARDIS exterior collection. I actually personally think that it's one of the best classic TARDISes that we've gotten from character. I think the decaling of the signage as well as the pull to open sign all look terrific. I love the attention to detail, such as the inverted doors where you've got the pull to open sign on the opposite door in a completely different spot to where we have all come to know and expect. I think the electronic feature is fantastic. Finally, it's super awesome to see electronics back in a classic TARDIS, and I'm really hoping this is something that we can see in future releases. I think the wash to the TARDIS looks fantastic. It certainly does give you that battered and weathered look. This is a look that I would hope to see in the new series, as don't get me wrong, I think Doctor Number 13's exterior looks terrific, but the TARDIS travels through the time vortex and is constantly travelling through different time periods, so eventually the old wooden exterior is going to become weathered and battered, and that's why I love the classic exteriors so much. The Second Doctor, at long last, in his fur coat, I'm pretty certain will be a sight of pure joy to all of you 5-inch Doctor Who collectors. I know it certainly was for me. Finally, we can add this here to our collection, and it certainly has been worth the wait. It looks terrific, and all I can wish for now is that hopefully we can see the Yeti in the future. Please, character, that would be so cool, but definitely a really awesome set. For those of you looking to add this here to your collection, I will of course include links down in the description box below. Once again, a massive thank you to character for providing me here with this early release so that I could give you guys a first in-hand look, and I really would love to know down in the comment section below on what you think of this particular product, and also be sure to let me know on what you think of the review. I thank you all for watching, and until my next video, I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.